And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your number one fan agent coming to you today with the Tournament of Positions 2019. Yes, in this new series, what we are going to do is we're going to divide up all the world's best footballers into their positional groups, then have them go ahead and face off in an 18 tournament to see which position group really reigns supreme in 2019. Now, before we get any farther, huge shout out to Not an Expert. All the credit to him because he's been the one who's been doing this type of tournament with Madden for like 2 to 3 years now. So I'm going to leave a link up to him and you can go ahead and check him out. And you guys can flame me in the comment section for my lack of originality. But I had not seen anyone actually bring this concept over to FIFA. And if you already clicked on this video, I'm pretty sure you are a little bit curious onto which position group is the best in world football in 2019. So first, let me give you the rules on how this is going to work. As I said previously, there are 8 groups that are divided up the best footballers in the world in. That being seed number 1, center mids, seed number 2, central defensive mids, seed number 3, cams, seed number 4, fullbacks, seed number 5, wingers, seed number 6, center backs, seed number 7, strikers, and the bottom seed number 8 is goalkeepers. And seeding will be important because that is how the initial teams will be matched up and play along in this tournament. And since this is the first game of this tournament, it will be the number 1 seed versus the number 8 seed. Center mids versus keepers. And as for how I determine the positions, well, for the keepers, it's pretty straightforward. But for the outfield players, multiple of them can play in various positions. So to just keep it uniform, whatever they're listed on SoFIFA, their top position, that's the position group that I put them in. So for example, Cristiano Ronaldo can play on the wing, has played on the wing before, but since his top position is listed as striker, he's going to be in the striker group. So if someone's put into a group that you don't agree with, don't get butthurt. Get mad at SoFIFA. But let's go ahead and take a look at the two teams overall. Starting off with the keepers, you can see that it's a 33 attack, 43 in the mid, and 32 in defense. They are a half-star team. Those ratings pretty much reflect real-life Manchester United. As striker, you have Jordan Pickford and Gigi Buffon, who have the highest finishing for any keepers in the game at a whopping 19, and Buffon at 15, and also Pickford's like a little bit quick, like not exactly fast, but he's got okay acceleration at 53. In the midfield, there are people that you would kind of expect. You know, guys who are good with the ball, good at passing. That's why I have Ederson at cam. You got Allison at center mid position. David De Gea is actually one of the better passers as well as one of the better defenders, so he's going to play CM role. And then the top outfielder player, probably not too much controversy here. It's going to be Manuel Neuer, who comes in at a whopping 50 at center mid. But even then, it's not spectacular. Like Ederson's short passing is at 56, his long passing is at 58, and Neuer's short passing is at 55, while his long passing is at 59. At the fullback positions, I have 2 of the faster keepers in the game, that being Pepe Reina, who comes in at a 63, and Onana of Ajax, who comes in at 62. Onana, how are you slower than 36-year-old Pepe Reina? Then the 2 high-rated keepers who had the best defensive stats were Hugo Lloris and Jan Oblak, and then we have Thibaut Courtois in between the sticks just because he's not really good at anything else besides goalkeeping. That and bang Kevin De Bruyne's girlfriend. He's world class at that. And they have a couple other faces in reserves. But then you compare it to the number 1 seed in the center mids, and you can see why the center mids are the number 1 seed. They are a 5-star team, 82 attack, 87 mid, and 81 defense. Very respectable. Honestly, probably could go toe-to-toe with regular Barcelona. Up top, you got Goretzka, who's playing a striker, who's an 81 striker in his own right. As you can see, he's almost got 80 sprint speed. He's pretty good composure, acceleration, and a respectable finishing of 74. Alongside him is striker Paulinho, who I think he played a little bit like that when he was over at Barcelona. He's got 81 finishing and 85 heading accuracy, so he knows how to put a couple away. And of course, the midfield is going to be a point of strength for this squad. At the cam, you got Paul Pogba, you got Toni Kroos, you got Ballon d'Or winner Luka Modric, and then at CDM position, you got Raja Naglin. Then in the back line, you got James Milner, who's played at the left back position multiple times. You got Frankie de Jong. The youngster actually started his career as a center back at Ajax, then just slowly moved up into the midfield. Then you got Arturo Vidal, who you could kind of debate if he's a true CDM, but he's listed on SoFIFA as a center mid, so we're going to slot him in. He's playing center back and comes out to an 86 rated center back. Not bad at all. And then at the right back position, you have the Brazilian Allen, who comes out to an 84 right back. In between the sticks, far and away, the best goalkeeping stats of any center mid in the game is this man, Moussa Dembele, formerly of Tottenham, with a whopping 16 diving, 14 handling, 11 kicking. You think his kicking would be better. He's a midfielder. 16 in positioning and 14 in reflexes. So he's not great, but at least he's 6'1". Although I did consider putting Mario Fellaini over at the keeper position just because he's 6'4". So you know what? For the bands, let's put in Fellaini. I think that the 6'4" frame is more important. But you can see that this team, even when they're put into out of position players, like, it's very respectable. And now what we're going to do is we're going to have these two sides face off against each other in a simulated match. I'm not going to do any of the controlling. It's just going to be completely the computer on Legendary AI. And you guys can go ahead and vote up in the thingies on which team you think is going to win. But, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory here. I myself am going to make a prediction as well. And if I do not get the prediction right, then I have to go ahead and do a forfeit. And I'm going to be doing this challenge that I've been really enjoying seeing it going around right now. And that is where you go through a drive-thru and you order whatever the person in front of you got. And that'll be my lunch. But I sincerely doubt that I'll get it wrong on this one because I'm gonna go with the center mids. Here we are, boys. The keepers represented by Manchester United versus the #1 seed, the center mids represented by Barcelona. And Gigi Buffon rocking the #9. He looks good. He looks good. And the first game is underway of the tournament to determine which position group is the mightiest in 2019. Modric, no one's really marking him. Laying off to Goretzka. Through to Pogba. Up to Onana. Onana gets it taken off him by Cruz. Terrible giveaway. High press there. Pogba's in space. Is he going to get chased down? Great block off for Reina. Oh, but a fortuitous little drop off there. It fell right back to Pogba, who slots it over to who actually scored there? Luka Modric. Courtois might have done better here. This is actually excellent defense. Pepe Reina actually blocks off the first shot. But terrible, terrible work from who's that? Jan Oblak, the #1 seed. Looking strong early on, boys. Cruz might be the only midfielder on the pitch right now who's slower than any of the keepers. Doing better. Clears it away. Paulinho, ends in the middle. Pogba flicks it up. Another one! Off of the crossbar, careens! Alright, flicked into the middle. Raja collects it, lays it off to Modric, plays it down the line to Paulinho, and it's a second! Shambolic defending. I mean, like, the players are in the position. The keepers are actually in position. They just do not make any effort to block any shots whatsoever. 14 minutes in, and the keepers are looking more hopeless by the minutes. Where's he going to go here? Lays it off to Modric. Plays it down the line to Allen. He's laying it off. Goretzka to Cruz. Down the line to Allen again. Punched the way. Where is Onana? Onana, a complete liability at the fullback position. The keepers just have never seen an overlapping fullback in their lives. They just do not know how to handle it. Goretzka onto Pogba, who's through. No one really marking him. Oblak's going to come across and try to slide. Lays it off. No one's marking Paulinho. And Courtois gets 5 hold. Complete humiliation from the center mids on the keepers. It's been all center mids. Raja on the verge of halftime. Can he get something here? Modric. Oh, no! You gotta say that's unlucky. Once again, Pepe Reina, MVP of the keeper team. Pepe Reina actually blocks it off with his chest, and it falls right in front of Goretzka, who does a 360 no-scope and fires it in. I mean, maybe you can blame a little bit on Courtois there, but it's just destiny. It is just fate. God hates keepers. Floats one in. Oh, Pepe Reina! Can we give a round of applause? Neuer, useless. De Gea, useless. Pepe Reina. And that should be it. Halftime, boys. Getting to the point where this is going to be uploaded onto Pornhub. Leave it in the comments down below. If this was a Pornhub video, what would you title it? It's not a great look at halftime when you have 0 goals, 0 shots on target, and only 35% of the possession. Yeah, it's a long way back for the 8 seed here. They just do not belong on this pitch. They do not belong in this tournament. At this point, guys, I understand. The game is over, so let's not root for who's going to win. Let's see if the goalkeepers can get a shot. How about this? If the goalkeepers can get a single shot, it doesn't even have to be on target. By the end of this game, I will have to do the drive-through challenge because it's just too easy. Oh, look at this. Jordan Pickford turns of Vidal, but terrible there. Oh, he's in. No! Is that a shot on target or is that a pass back? I can't tell. Ederson again. For me to go to the drive-thru. That's a shot! That is a shot, ladies and gentlemen! Alisson actually hit something! Look at that! The man who looks like Zerka. There you go, boys. At the end of this episode, I'll be doing the drive-thru challenge. Okay. Some decent movement here. I think that it might be a second shot on target. Who knows, guys? It's the 81st minute. A comeback still could be on. Laying it off again. Wow! Unnecessary! 21 Savage. Completely unnecessary. You do not need to beat the shit out of the ball like that. And that is it, boys. It has mercifully ended. 8-0 in favor of the 1 seeds. Ahaha! Much better from the keepers in the second half, amounting to 3 shots, and they even got a shot on target. Slow clap for the boys. And so what if the midfielders got 18 shots on target and 32 shots total, scoring 8 goals off of that? Like, a slaughter might be an understatement. I would say that this was like football genocide. But not a fate that is too unexpected. I mean, they were the 8th seed and they were the 8th seed by a large margin. So the matches from here on out are going to be a lot more competitive. I'm very much looking forward to the next one when the number 2 seed defensive midfielders takes on the number 7 seed in all strikers. But I got my prediction wrong. So now, to pay up and shut up, let's have the guy in front of me at McDonald's choose what I'm gonna eat for lunch. All right, so we're in the drive-thru at McDonald's, and this is the car that's in front of us. It's a Mini with a bunch of hippie stickers on the back. All right, it's a lady in front of me. I think she's middle-aged. There's no one else in the car, so it's a meal for one, or a meal for her family. I'm actually f***ing starving. I haven't eaten anything today, so I hope it's a hearty meal. I don't think there's anything on the menu that I would hate except for a salad.
I can help you.
Hello, can I get exactly what the person in front of me ordered?
Sorry?
Can I get what the person in front of me ordered?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So, not to completely shit on the lady in front of me, but she was a basic ass bitch. She got a fish fillet and a medium Coke. Literally what she ordered, fish fillet. Look at that, boys. Vote up in the eye thingies. Do you like fish fillet, or are you kind of a fish fillet is disgusting group? It's very watery. Give me that tartar. You know, I must say, my expectations for filet of fish, not very high, but even at that, this is a pretty bland filet of fish. There's also a surcharge for the Coke. They charge you for the cup. San Francisco is a trash city, but to the basic ass bitch who got only a filet of fish and a Coke, you lady, I'm still starving. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed that mess. If you want to check out other wacky, weird experiences, go ahead and click over here, Dings and Poos. Or if you want to check out my series, which is equal insanity, go ahead and click over here. But that is going to be it for me, BMOnus. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Remember to stay yourself, stay humble. Until next time, boys, stay thick.